The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards pick up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Goff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Goff now looking to throw. Away to his left. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go again with Patterson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Falcons had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After the sack on first down, Brissett. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Brissett now. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Complete on the crosser to Hall. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught, and in for the Lions, touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
And we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hey, kill. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And this is caught by Watkins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Brissett. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Kill. Go.
They'll run with Patterson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Touchdown. Quez Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 79 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant, and the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Hey, kill. Go.
Out of his end zone, Brissett. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
19. Good. Hey, kill. Go.
4th down, Brissett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, left. We're good.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is the tight end fan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Brissett. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Middle. Hey, check.
Brissett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Brissett on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. A little juke, and some room to roam now. Touchdown, Falcons. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Lions take over on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's gone. Complete on the crosser to Hall. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
And it can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And he'll find Hall. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down. And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Kill.
Brissett to throw on first. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now a give right side Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, first and 10. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off.
Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Brissett's throw taken in by Fitzpatrick. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Hey, check. Go.
Brissett going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll find Williams on the slant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it. The touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Swift. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Goff going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Well, this was a very close ball.